Can you tell us who you are and what you do at the library?
My name is Miss Amy, and I work in youth services as an associate.
Hi, I'm Jen A. I'm one of the children's librarians in the Youth Services Department.
Hi, my name is Roger. I'm a Youth Services Librarian.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom. I'm the Assistant Department Head for the Children's Department. And this whole event was my idea, so it's only fair that I do it too. Do you have any idea what you're going to be doing today?
I really don't. I had a few thoughts. I knew I was going to be reading something, so I wondered what was up Mr. Tom's sleeve. I don't totally know, but maybe I'll have to read something in a funny accent? Or maybe the accent of or act like a character and read this something aloud, but I really don't know. So this is going to be a new experience for me.
So Jen, do you have any idea what you're going to be asked to do today?
No idea whatsoever.
Other than sitting in this room, absolutely not.
No hints, nothing.
Your goal for today is going to be to read the book that's in the bag as fast as you can. And we'd like you to read it as fast as you can.
Okay.
Your goal is to read it faster than the other library staff that are also reading it. So it's a little bit of healthy competition here, okay?
Okay.
So with that said, go ahead and have a look inside the bag. So go ahead and have a look.
Holy smokes!
Oh dear. All I saw was this, and I know I'm in trouble.
Oh, say can you say?
Oh my. Oh, say can you say? Okay.
All right, are you ready?
I'm not sure.
You are trying to beat Jen's time.
That's not a problem.
Well, I'm gonna win.
Oh, Say Can You Say by Dr. Seuss. And let's get started.
Oh, say can you say, oh, my brothers or my sisters, the terrible tongue twisters. Oh, I gotta go fast. Said a book reading parrot named Hooey, the words in this book are all fluey. When you say them, your lips will make flips and backflips, and your tongue may end up in St. Louis.
Do you like fresh fish or just a finer Steiner? Oh, Finney also has some fresher fish that's fresher, much finer. But his best fish is the freshest fish, and Finney says that with pride, the finest fish at Finney's is my freshest fish French fried. So don't bother. So don't order the fresher fish at Finney's. If you're wise, you'll say, fetch me the finest French fried, freshest fish that Finney fries.
Oh, there's more. We have a dinosaur named Din. Din's thin. Din doesn't have much skin. And the bones all fall out of his left front shin. That was hard. Then we have to call in Pinner Blinn, who comes with his handy shin pin bin, and then, and with a thin Blinn shin bone pin bin, Blinn pins Din shin bone right back in. Oh, bed spreader spreads. No. Bed spreader spreads.
Bed spreaders spread spreads on beds. Bread spreaders spread butter on breads. And the bread spreader better watch out how he's spreading, or that bread spreader is sure going to butter his bedding.
Abe cakes, grape cakes. As he gobbled the cakes on his plate, the greedy ape said as he ate, the greener green grapes are, the keener keen apes are to gobble green grape cakes. They're great.
Are you having trouble in saying this stuff? Yes. It's really quite easy for me. I just look in my mirror and see what I say, and then I just say what I see. I don't think a mirror would help me here.
Now let's talk about money. You should leave your Grox home when you travel by air. If you take him along, they charge double the fare, and your Grox must be packed and locked up in a Grox box, which costs much more than a little old fox. So it's heaps a lot cheaper to fly with foxes than waste all that money on boxes for Groxes. And what do you think costs more, a simple thimble or a single shingle? A simple thimble could cost less than a single shingle would, I guess. So I think the single shingle should cost more than the simple thimble would.
Eat at Skipper Zips. If you like to eat potato chips and chew pork chops on Clipper ships, I suggest you chew a few chips and chop at Skipper Zips Clippers chip chop shop. And if your tongue is getting queasy, don't give up. This next one's easy. You better make Roger do this one.
Eat a Skipper Zipper. If you like to eat potato chips and chew pork chops and clipper chips, I suggest that you chew a few chips and chop us at skipper, zipper, clip, clip, and chop, chop, chop. And if your tongue is getting queasy, don't give up. The next one's easy.
There are so many things that you really should know. That's why I'm bothering telling you so. That you should know that the first names of the Fudnuggler brothers, who like to pile on the heads of the others. If you start at the top, there are Bipper and Bud and Skipper and Jipper and Jeff and Jeff, Horatio and Horace and Hendrix and Hud. And then come Dinwoody and Dinty and Dud and Fitzsimmon and Frederick and Fudd and Slinky and Stinky and Stuart and Stud. And down at the bottom is poor little Lud. But if Lud ever sneezes, his name will be Mud.
Quack, quack. We have 2 ducks, one blue, one black, and our blue duck goes quack, quack. Our black duck quickly quack, quacks back. The quack's blue quacks make her quite a quacker, but black is a quicker quacker backer.
So, speaking of quacks, reminds me of cracks and stacks and sacks and shacks and schnacks. Oh, can you say, oh no. Oh, so can you say, I have cracks in my shack and smoke in my stack, and I think there's a schnack in the sack on my back. There's your schnack. Whatever a schnack is. I think I need a snack. Okay.
West beast, east beast, upon an island hard to reach. The east beast sits upon his beach. Upon the west beach sits the west beast. Each beast best thinks he's the best beast. Which beast is best? Well, I thought at first that the east was the best and the west the worst. Then I looked again from west to east, and I liked the beast on the east beach least.
Pete Pat's Pigs. Pete brings Pat's pigs. Briggs Pat's pink pigs. Briggs Pat's big pigs. Don't ask me why, it doesn't matter. Pete Briggs is a pink pig, big pig patter. This one's killing me.
Then Pete puts his patted pigs away in his Pete Briggs pink pigs, big pigs pig pen.
Now this is fun. Fritz food. Fritz needs Fred and Fred needs Fritz and Fritz needs, no, he doesn't need him anymore. Fritz feeds Fred and Fred feeds Fritz. Fred feeds Fritz with Ritzy Fred food. Fritz feeds Fred with Ritzy Fritz food. And Fritz, when fed, has often said, I'm a Fred fed Fritz. Fritz is a Fritz Fred fed. Yeah, you try that one. Yeah. Sitting at home laughing at me.
Fritz needs Fred and Fred needs Fritz. Fritz feeds Fred and Fred feeds Fritz. Fred feeds Fritz with Ritzy Fred food. Fritz feeds Fred with Ritzy Fritz food, and Fritz when fed has often said, I'm a Fred fed Fritz. Fred's a Fritz Fred food.
Fritz needs Fred and Fred needs Fritz. Fritz feeds Fred and Fred feeds Fritz. Fred feeds Fritz with Ritzy Fred food. Fritz feeds Fred with Ritzy Fritz food. And Fritz, when fed, has often said, I am a Fred fed Fritz. Fred's a Fritz fed Fred. Fred food.
And Fritz, when fed, has often said, I'm a Fred fed Fritz. Fred's a Fritz fed Fred. How to tell a klotz from a grotz. Well, the glotz, you will notice, has lots of black spots. The klotz is quite different with lots of black dots, but the big problem is that the spots on a glotz are about the same size as the dots on a klotz. So first you have a spot who the one with the dots is, then it's easy to tell who the klotz or the grotz is. What would you rather be when you grow up?
A cop in a cop's cap, or a cupcake cook in a cupcake cook's cap, or a fat flapjack flapper in a flat flapjack cap. Or,
If you think you don't like cops' caps, flapjack flappers, or cupcake cooks' caps, maybe you're one of those choosy chaps who likes kooky captains' caps perhaps.
I don't like any of them, except cupcakes. I like cupcakes.
More about Blinn. Well, when Blinn comes home tired from his working pinning shins, the happiest hours of old Blinn's days begins. Mr. Blinn is the father of the musical twins who, tucking twin instruments under twin chins, lull their daddies asleep with twin bin violins. And, oh say, can you say, far away in Berlin, a musical urchin named Gretchen and von Schwinn has a blue-footed, true-footed slick-fingered six-string tin Schwinn mandolin.
Rope soap, hoop soap. Oh, this is going to be bad. If you hope to wash soup off a rope, simply scrub it with a scrope. Scrope is so strong that no rope is too long. But if you should wish to wash soup off a hoop, I suggest that it's best to let your whole silly souped up hoop soak in soapy Cooper super soap. No, it's super soup soap. Oh, okay, I'm done with that one.
Merry Christmas, mush. One year we had a Christmas brunch with Merry Christmas mush to munch, but I don't think you care for such. We didn't like to munch mush much.
And speaking of Christmas, here are some great gifts to give to your daddy. If your daddy's name is Jim and Jim swims and Jim Slim, the perfect Christmas gift for him is a set of Slim Jim swim fins. But if your daddy's name is Dwight and he likes to look at birds at night, the gift for Dwight that might be right is a bright Dwight bird flight night sight light.
But never give your daddy a walrus. A walrus with risk. I messed up right from the start. A walrus. Well, you tried to say walrus.
But never give your daddy a walrus. A walrus with whiskers is not a good pet, and a walrus with which whispers is even worse yet. When a walrus whispers through tough, rough, wet whiskers, your poor daddy's ears will get lispers and bliskers.
A walrus which whispers is worse even yet when a walrus lisps whiskers through tough, rough, wet whiskers. Your poor daddy's ear will get blispers? What's a blisper? Blispers and bliskers.
And that's almost enough of such stuff for one day. One more and you're finished. Oh, say can you say, the storm starts when the drops start dropping. When the drops stop dropping, then the storm starts stopping. Done.
Oh, say can you say, the storm starts when the drops start dropping, when the drops start dropping, and the storm starts stopping.
The storm starts when the drops start dropping, when the drops start dropping, and the storm starts stopping. Yeah. Boom. The end.
And that was Oh Say Can You Say by Dr. Seuss. Amy,
Yes.
how was that experience for you? What did you think?
It was really fun. I love Dr. Seuss. I do like the challenge of tongue twisters.
Like, she sells seashells by the seashore type of thing, only really fast and endlessly.
But it's really hot in this room, and having a mask on makes that very, very difficult. I had to take a lot of deep breaths and kind of sucked my mask in a little bit.
And I could feel myself speeding up and slowing down. Like I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to say this fast, so then I would speed up at times. And I'm not sure if I actually said everything exactly right, but you can always go back to the tape and check on me. All right, how do you think you did?
Fair to middling. I think I probably did okay, but I really don't know.
Oh, that was really tough to read this book. It wasn't because I had to read it quickly that felt tongue-tied. I want to see you try it.